It's good to see you. I'm glad you stopped by. Come on in. Have a seat. It's been a long time.
Yeah, since the funeral.
That's a common thing for people to do after the loss of a loved one. Your mother was a wonderful lady. How's your father holding up?
Well, it's been rough. My mother was the one that was taking care of him, but now it's just... well, it is what it is.
That's tough. Tough as hell.
So, how's your theological work going?
Tough as hell too, but that's how it is with faith. It will always be hard. It comes from the heart, and it comes from the mind, and both are flawed, Darrin.
Yeah, well, mine is shaken. Let me ask you this. If we have a soul, why can my own dad not recognize me?
Hell if I know. I'm used to telling people, don't worry about fighting the devil. Just worry about fighting the evil right here in our own world. In your case, I can only imagine that perhaps his soul is trapped between this world and the next.
Perhaps. Or perhaps our lives are just a collection of our own memories.
I know. I often can't give solid, reassuring answers to people. It makes me a bad priest.
No, you're an honest man, and that's what we need.
Well, yes, but my answers come from that gray area between the black and white of dogmatic law. But here's a solid answer for you. Take care of yourself. If you don't have your health, you really don't have anything at all.
You're right. Well, I was just in the area, so I thought I'd stop by, so probably get going.
I'm glad you did. And you always know where to find me if you need anything.
Thank you, Father.
Sorry, I couldn't help but notice your book.
Oh, yeah, I'm studying physics and astrophysics in college while I'm that's my PhD.
Wow. I used to teach at the observatory. Yeah, it's actually kind of rare that I find people who are into the same subject, at least not adults. My name is Darrin.
Lucy, pleased to meet you.
So, do you still work there, or have you moved on to other things?
Unfortunately not. Low turnouts forced us to shut down, so I'm looking for work at the moment. But I still find myself up in the middle of the night sometimes. Old
Yeah.
habits die hard, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm up pretty late too, but usually studying. So, I'm new here. Do you want to show me around?
I'm not really hungry right now, but I know a pretty sweet park if you're into that.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Sweet. This one's kind of crowded anyway. So what field are you looking at getting into?
It's hard to say. I just kind of took all the classes I thought were interesting and, well, kind of ended up here. I mean, physics really caught my fancy, but now I have my exam in a couple days and I'm super nervous about it.
Maybe I can test your knowledge. What emits from a black hole?
X-rays,
And where are you most likely to find one?
in the center of every galaxy.
So, I'm curious, what brings you here to Portland?
Just to get out of my father's house. He's really overbearing. I just wanted a place of my own, so I have this crappy studio on the east side. But I can't wait to get out of there. It's a lot of crackies and trash.
You and your father not get along?
Not really. He just doesn't like the fact that when I want something, I just take it.
I just live out in Beaverton. It's just a short hop on the Max.
Sounds nice.
What is this shit again? What the fuck? Serious? Who's there?
You okay?
Yeah, I'm just using the restroom.
Okay, well, come back to bed soon, will you?
Yeah, I'll be right there. Lucy.
You need to be hospitalized.
I know. I just can't.
Why not?
I can't explain it.
Darrin, you are hallucinating. You're not only seeing people, but you're interacting with them. Sexually, I might add.
I just need a higher dose. That's all.
But when? You said you left here, you met a girl named Lucy, you went home, you two had sex, and then what? She just vanished?
I know how it sounds.
How it sounds? It sounds like you've lost your ability to make rational decisions. If I have to, I will contact your family so they can admit you instead.
How? You have no one to call.
Darrin, you are suffering from mental illness. You need serious help.
Is it really mental illness? Or is it something else?
Excuse me?
What if a normal person only sees what is right in front of them, but in my case, my mind is being stretched so far that it sees more than it's meant to? Like, what's under the skin, or around the corner, what's in the dark?
I doubt that. What's happening is the higher functions of your brain are shutting down to the point that your subconscious and your unconscious are coexisting. Your brain needs sleep so that it can take in the massive amounts of information that your mind brings in every day.
Here's some food for thought. If you were in hell, how would you know?
Excuse me?
We can all trace our lives back to a certain point where we nearly died. You know, a close one. But what if we didn't make it? what would be a greater hell? A place of fire and torture, and someone would say, "Oh yeah, I must be in hell." Or one where you're still alive, trying to fight to survive, to have something given just to have it taken away. Love, and then loss, hope, and then disparity. That would truly be hell.
That's a disturbing thought.
And then you have people like me with this condition that see the world for what it really is.
Now you believe you're in hell.
It's possible. I mean, now that I see them, they see me. There was always this moment in my life that I could never put my finger on it, but I always felt that something was different. But, as we all are, hyper-focused on our daily lives.
No, what this sounds like is paranoid schizophrenia. Darrin, we really need to admit you for treatment before this gets worse.
No can do, Doc. Things are getting way too interesting.
God damn it! No one will ever figure this thing out.
Need help?
No. All you doctors keep babying me, and I'm sick of it.
I'm not a doctor.
Well, neither are they. But they sure do like drawing blood. Goddamn vampires.
Well, can't argue with that.
I need to speak to Mother. Tell that son of mine to get his ass a job.
Will do.
Hell, he's 16 goddamn years old.
Dad, Mom's gone. I know you don't understand.
Why the hell didn't anyone tell me?
Dad, I shouldn't have brought it up. I'm sorry.
I asked, why didn't anyone tell me?
You were there, Dad.
Well, quit calling me Dad. You are not my son.
What? What do you want?
Merely curious. Word's been going around about you.
What are you really?
You mean, am I a figure of your imagination or something else?
I'm leaning towards something else.
Rightly so. But still, I had to take a look at you for myself.
Why?
Well, as you said, you see us and we see you.
Look, go away! guess I'll see you on the other side.
So you think you're in hell, huh?
It's you!
Yes, it's me.
And what are you? The devil?
Devil? No, not even close.
Then what are you really?
Fun fact, the devil and Satan aren't even his name.
What?
Shit you not. Devil derives from the Latin word diabolus, meaning slanderer. Satan means to oppose or the adversary. The actual name is Lucifer, the bringer of the light. But that's not me, of course. I'm just another fallen angel. My name is Francis.
That's fantastic. Get out of my fucking car.
Oh, come on. I just want to talk is all.
This again. Why?
Have you ever talked to a dead man? It's boring. Always bitching about this and that. Why me? Why me? Or even funnier. But I'm a devout Catholic.
Even a devout Catholic can go to hell?
Have you ever met Jesus? No. Of course you haven't. Almost none of them are like the guy. He taught them love, compassion, forgiveness. That's the big one. Meanwhile, they practice eye for an eye, greed, lust, and envy. Hell, it's Sodom all over again. Meanwhile, they think just going to church, putting money in a dish, will buy their way in.
You speak as though you like Jesus.
Oh, yeah. He's a nice guy and everything. Can be a little irritating from time to time. But I love that water in the wine trick.
Get out of my car!
Fuck. Well, look who's back.
I think I'm in some trouble.
It's okay. It's not the first time I've heard that old story.
I'd wait on that if I were you.
Come on in. I'm glad you came to see me. I do so love helping people solve their problems.
Yeah, I gotta tell you.
Just rest assured, I will do whatever it takes to help. Remember, all problems are little problems.
The devil wants me.
That's a big problem.
I've been seeing things. Hell, even demons. They're everywhere.
Have you consulted a doctor?
Oh yes. They say it's sleep deprivation.
Did they give you any medication?
Yep. Might as well be swallowing Tic Tacs. I do take them though. It's kind of like my last ditch effort.
How long since you've slept?
At this point, who knows? Days. I just float around the city doing whatever I think I should be doing next. Sometimes I watch the sun cross the sky, and then the moon, and then the sun again.
Did you drive here?
No. Took the Max here. Portland's too crazy to drive in without fast reflexes. It'd be like maneuvering around kids in a Chuck E. Cheese.
So what's keeping you awake?
The whispers in the night. Hearing voices in my room, but not seeing them.
Sounds like you're hallucinating.
Had sex with a woman who wasn't there. Now she talks to me at night, and I hear her.
This woman, could she be someone from your past?
I've never seen her before. While at the same time, she looked so extremely familiar.
Well, it could still be someone from your subconscious, manifesting as a real person.
What did I do to make them want me? Can't figure it out.
No,
Why?
no. You've got yourself all backwards. Lucifer doesn't go after bad men. No, he prefers those guys being alive on earth, shaking the faith out of good men. He goes after the men he cannot shake. He exposes them. He grabs onto them when they are their most vulnerable. And he persuades them to follow.
So what are you saying?
If the devil wants you, it's a good sign that you're a good man, a faithful man.
I doubt that my faith is that strong.
Really. If the unfaithful see invisible people, they just run to doctors. You've come to a priest. Your faith is there. It is deep in your heart. It's what I like to call your conscience.
And how do I fight them? Some mystical chants and prayers like that you see in an exorcism?
No, all that movie stuff is bullcrap. Although, in my research, I did find that the very first exorcist was Jesus himself. But you can absolutely fight this.
Oh.
You do it simply by saying no.
Saying no? You gotta be kidding me.
Saying no is not an easy thing to do when led by temptation. The devil is smart. He will dangle a desire you had long forgotten. I've got something for you. I told you I would help, didn't I? When I finished my service in the Army, I decided to travel the world in pursuit of the ultimate truth. I went all over. Went to Mount Sinai. I walked in the Garden of Yosemite. I saw Mount Zion and Golgotha. I found myself drawn to the darker parts of the world. One night I found myself out for a walk. I had no idea why I wanted to walk or where to. I just thought to myself, being on holy land is taking its effect on me. I found myself at the garden again. It was a beautiful night. The moon was full and the garden was filled with these ancient olive trees. So I entered. I was thinking to myself, something wonderful is about to happen. And over by Agony Rock stood a man. He said that he had something for me. And he gave me this. I've had it carbon dated. It's roughly from the 12th century, which is interesting because the Codex Gigas is from the 13th century, and they share some of the same passages. There's information in this book that you also might find in the Bible, the Hebrew Bible, the Quran, even Malleus Maleficarum, and the Dead Sea Scrolls. When I was handed this book, my life changed.
Jesus.
I know, right? I started my journey following the path of God and ended it studying his adversary. How's your Latin?
It's there. Not that I read it often, but I did well in high school.
I always say, if you're going to be in a fight, know your adversary. I wonder if the man who gave this to me did it for the same reason that I'm passing it on to you.
I'm an astronomer, not a theology major.
Hey, I was a soldier once.
True. Life does have its funny little turns.
Now, what you are about to face, I want you to ask yourself something. And I want you to do this over and over again.
What's that?
Why now? Why when you're sick weak and vulnerable. I'm sure they're going to promise you everything, and you can't believe it. And never forget this. You are not going up against a man, but the king of liars.
Domini diabolus pedianti ad tem adis. Why can't I just have one of the good guys after me? At least maybe this will bore me to sleep. I don't have time for this.
Don't be afraid.
Look, I don't care if you're real or not, but I do not want to see you again.
Why? Are you breaking up with me already?
That's not funny.
I'm here to reassure you. Everything will be okay.
No. I'm done.
You've got to be kidding me.
Sorry, but I can't let you in here.
I don't care what you want.
House rules. It's not up to me.
Oh, and what are you gonna do, old man? Fucking really? Shit!
Fuck it. I don't care if I die anyways.
And you finally figured out who you are. You're just another one of his followers coming to take me away.
I am Halel, the bringer of light, the shining one. Or to you, the morning star.
Don't you mean Lucifer? I thought you were supposed to have a tail or horns or something like that.
I am an angel. Just because I've fallen doesn't make me a monster.
What do you want from me?
What I want from you is you.
Why?
I told you, when I want something, I take it.
What does God have to say about that?
God doesn't care. Give him one more day. If he still loves you, pray to him. If he doesn't answer, you swear to me.
Phil? Are you alright?
I need to get some help.
What are you planning to do with that book?
Actually, I was planning to hit you on the head with it.
Am I really that bad?
No. But even if you aren't the devil, you're still a poisonous woman.
Why? I'm only here to help you.
No.
I'm strong too.
No. You are pathetic and weak. That's why you will always come second.
You're saying I'm not strong?
And all that I have to do is let myself die. And then I will join those that stand against you.
Killing yourself is a sin.
I read in this book, it says that if you sacrifice yourself to defeat the devil, then it is not. And I will stand against you. And you will never shake me.
Fine. Have it your way.